Our Prophet ﷺ has taught us, and had in a hadith Qudsi, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He judges each and every one of us, whatever we have missed out or we didn't do well with respect to our compulsory acts of worship, Allah Azza wa Jal will order, see what he or she has done in terms of voluntary acts of worship, and take from there and complete the scale of obligatory acts of worship. So that's just profound. If that was the only hadith that we had to encourage us to do more, it would have been enough. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is basically saying, if you mess up or you're incomplete with your compulsory acts, the voluntary ones will complete that picture. It will complete that scale. And so, insha'Allah ta'ala, as another hadith mentions, that when your salah is good, so particularly with the prayer, when the prayer is accepted, then the rest of your judgment is also a breeze. It's also going to be easy for the believer. Now, with that being said, we mentioned there are three categories. The first is what is sunnah. Sunnah here literally means that it's referring to the things that the Prophet ﷺ never left off, aside from the wajibat stuff. So he would never leave off his sunan prayers before and after the salawat. He would never leave off witr prayers. He would never leave off tahajjud. So there were certain acts of worship, additional acts of worship that he would commit himself to. So it's important to understand that when you're looking at sunnah, that you consider and you also try to take as serious as you can some of the things that the Prophet ﷺ, although he never ordered others to do it, he never told us that we must do it, he never left it off either. So that's something to prioritize, something to take seriously. The second category is what is mustahab, meaning if you do it, you get a reward. But if you don't, Allah will not punish you. So many acts of worship this way. So tahajjud is one particular one. The witr is also one. Just generally, the sunan prayers in general, fasting, extra fast outside of Ramadan, the Monday and the Thursdays and so on. All of these things are highly recommended. You do it, there's profound reward in it. But if for whatever reason you don't, then insha'Allah ta'ala, you're not accountable in the sight of Allah. Again, keep in mind that in our religion, the additional acts of worship is an illustration. It shows that the believer is determined. It's determined to push themselves to their limit. They are determined to do the best that they can. So when it comes time to really perform, when it comes time to do the things you're supposed to do, you don't even think twice. I think all of us want to be there. We all want to be in that category where, you know, when it comes time for dhuhr, when it comes time for fajr, we just want to get up and pray fajr and enjoy it. And then the third category is, of course, at-tatawwa'at. These are just completely voluntary acts of worship. So if you feel like praying 2 rak'ats anytime during the day, except of course the exceptions, you pray 2 rak'ats. If you want to just start reciting Quran as you're walking down the sidewalk, you just start reciting for the sake of what? Reaping rewards from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now with that being said, with this third category, there is one particular additional act of worship that all of us should be engaged in, and that is, of course, sadaqah.